My reaction to RWBY Chapter 16. The end of RWBY Volume 1. Last time on RWBY, preparations for the Vital Festival came underway, and we saw another dust store that had been robbed. Ruby suspects that it may have been Tortrick, the guy she fought in the first episode, but Weiss says it may be the White Fang in the group of Faunuses who she doesn't like. Blake is actually a bit more sympathetic towards the Faunuses, thinking of them as more as misunderstood beings. Weiss doesn't agree with her though, and so they kept arguing about that. Weiss kept calling them criminals. Blake is getting on a case for doing so. And so while they were doing that, they saw a monkey-like faunus coming out of the port and escaping. They chased after it, and then they ran into a girl named Penny, who was also competing in the tournament in the Vital Festival. And Weiss and Ruby have a moment where they both wear combat skirts and they high five, low five actually, but it was awesome. And then, so Blake and Weiss's argument continued until back in the dorms, and Weiss explains why she really hates White Fang, because the Faunuses and the White Fang and her family have been at war for years as an actual bloodshed. Her father, I think, has now gotten scared of the White Fang, and that the Faunuses are criminals and liars who just take what they want. And Blake says that maybe they were just tired of being pushed around, and she used the word we, implying that she was also a White Fang. And then we find out that the bow she wears actually is to cover her cat ears because she herself has a fondness. And the monkey guy then ran into Blake and wanted to know everything about her. Weiss is not accepting of Blake anymore since a member of the White Fang was red underneath them, and Weiss even questions if Blake is even their teammate anymore. But Ruby still wants to find Blake. I hope they can get their team back together by the end of this. We'll time to find out. Hopefully, Weiss will apologize to Blake for everything, but I'm not sure if it'll come that quickly. Well, let's see if that happens or not. The episode is starting right now. Ruby.
Finally, she speaks. Nearly 2 days and you're giving me nothing but small talk and weird looks.
2 days.
Yeah, like that.
Son, are you familiar with the White Fang?
Of course. I don't think there's a faunus on the planet who hasn't heard of them. Stupid, holier-than-thou creeps that use force to get whatever they want. Bunch of freaks, if you ask me.
Oh,
I was once a member of the White Fang.
Wait a minute, you were a member of the White Fang?
That's right. I was a member for most of my life, actually. You could almost say I was born into it. Back then, things were different. In the ashes of war, the White Fang was meant to be a symbol of peace and unity between humans and the faunus. Of course, despite being promised equality, the faunus were subjected to discrimination and hate.
Of course.
Humanity still thought of us as lesser beings. And so, the White Fang rose up as a voice of our people. And I was there. I was at the front of every rally.
Oh,
I took part
Blake.
in every boycott. And I actually thought we were making a difference.
What?
But I was just a youthful optimist. Then, 5 years ago, our leader stepped down, and a new one took his place. A new leader with a new way of thinking. Suddenly, our peaceful protests were being replaced with organized attacks.
Oh,
We were
gosh.
setting fire to shops that refused to serve us, hijacking cargo from companies that used faunus labor. And the worst part was, it was working. We were being treated like equals,
Oh,
but not out of respect, out of fear. So, I left. I decided I no longer wanted to use my skills to aid in their violence, and instead I would dedicate my life to becoming a huntress. So here I am, a criminal
beacon.
hiding in plain view, all with the help of a little black bow.
So, have you told your friends any of this?
They just found the shit.
Blake! Blake!
Sorry.
Where are you? Blake!
Police, they're not helping.
Oh, you know who might be able to help? The police.
Police.
It was just an idea.
Yeah, a bad one.
Weiss, I think we should hear her side of the story before we jump to any conclusions.
I
Exactly.
think when we hear it, you'll all realize I was right. And
Calm down, Weiss.
Weiss's hair looks
Wait,
wonderful
why are you following them?
Ah, Penny, where did you come from? Hey guys, what are you up to?
We're looking for our friend Blake.
Oh, you mean the Faunus girl.
Wait, you knew?
Wait, how did you know that? The cat ears?
What cat ears? She wears a bow.
Oh, they know now.
She does like tuna a lot. So, where is she? You don't know. She's been missing since Friday. That's terrible. Well, don't you worry, Ruby, my friend. I won't rest until we find your teammate.
Yeah.
That's really nice of you, Penny. But we're okay. Really. Right, guys?
What? Come on! She's back. Again, the...
It sure is windy today.
yes.
So, what's the plan now?
I still don't believe the White Fang is behind these robberies. They've never needed that much dust before.
What if they did? I mean, the only way to prove that they didn't do it is to go to the place where they would most likely go to if they were to do it and not find them there. Right?
The only thing is, I have no idea where that would be.
Well, while I was on the ship, I heard some guys talking about offloading a huge shipment of dust coming in from Atlas.
How huge?
Huge.
Atlas.
Big shinny company freighter.
You're sure?
Sneak company, maybe?
Thanks anyways.
Sneedus company?
This is hopeless. You really don't care if we find her, do you?
Don't be stupid. Of course I do. I'm just afraid of what she'll say when we find her.
Oh,
The innocent never run, Yang.
no, not less.
So, Blake is your friend? Yes, Penny. But you're mad at her? Yes. Well, I'm not. Weiss is. Is she friends with Blake? Well, that's kind of up in the air right now. But why? Well, you see, Blake might not be who we thought she was. Is she a man? No, Penny. I don't know what she is. She didn't exactly talk to us before she decided to run off. I don't have a lot of friends. But if I did, I would want them to talk to me about things.
Yes.
Me too.
Okay, so those two they have something in common. Blake,
Did I miss anything?
what are you doing?
Not really. They've offloaded all the crates from the boat. Now they're just sitting there.
Cool. I stole you some food.
Do you always break the law without a second thought?
Hey, weren't you in a cult or something? Okay, too soon.
What was that? An airship. That's not the White Fang, is it? No, just okay. It's from Torchwick, isn't it? No, wait. Oh no!
Is that them?
That's them, alright.
Yes. It's them.
All right, grab the tow cables.
Or maybe Torchwick
You
hired
didn't
the
think
White
they were
Fang.
behind it, did you?
No. I think deep down I knew. I just didn't want to be right.
Hey, what's the holdup? We're
Aha!
not the most inconspicuous bunch of thieves at the moment.
You.
So, why don't you animals try to pick up the pace?
This isn't right. The White Fang would never work with a human. Especially not one like that.
Hey, what are you doing?
No,
Nick.
you idiot. This isn't a leash. What the? Oh, for
Nobody move!
Whoa! Take it easy there, little lady.
Brothers of the White Fang! Why are you eating this scum?
They're not actually White Fang, are they?
Oh, kid. Didn't you get the memo?
What are you talking about?
The White Fang and I are going in on a joint business venture together.
Tell me what it is, or I'll put an end to your little operation.
I wouldn't exactly call it a little operation.
There are two more of it. Which I'm taking around. Ah! You better hurry.
Oh no.
Torchwick. Whoa! I forgot about that. She has the nuts.
there,
was
kitty,
it.
kitty, kitty.
Aww.
Leave her alone.
Nice. Oh, they just fell? Are they actually white fang?
You're not the brightest banana in the bunch, are you, kid?
Ooh, nice. This guy's good. Ooh, awesome. Whoa, that's cool. Who is this guy? Is he a white fang member too? Or is he somebody else? Oh, this is awesome. Oh, there we go. I like this. Oh, absolutely. Torchwork is strong. Whoa. Oh, I love this. This is awesome. Oh man, he's blocking everything. Ah, nice. That was cool, I know. No!
Hey!
Ruby!
Oh, hello, Red. Isn't it past your bedtime?
Ruby, are these people your friends? Penny, get back!
Ruby, come on! Oh no. What can you do?
Wait! Stop! Don't worry, Ruby. I'm combat ready.
Okay, let's see what you can. Oh! Whoa! What is all that? Oh! Whoa! Oh! That is awesome! Oh my gosh! Look at her go. And Blake. She's blocking us. She is awesome. I say she's doing good going after money. She just cut those helicopters in half. And that one going bye too, isn't it? Strings. Kind of like Sasuke.
How is she doing that?
Yeah, how is that how she controls all of it? Strings? After torture.
These kids just keep getting weird.
Ruby, go after him.
Look, Weiss, it's not what you think. She explained the whole thing. You see, she doesn't actually wear a bow. She has kitty ears, and they're actually kind of cute.
Weiss, I want you to know that I'm no longer associated with the White Fang. Back when I was with...
Stop. Do you have any idea of how long we've been searching for you? 12 hours. That means I've had 12 hours to think about this.
And?
And in that 12 hours, I've decided
Yes, Weiss?
I don't care.
You
Are you
don't
done?
care?
You said you're not one of them anymore, right?
No, I haven't been since I was younger.
I don't want to hear it.
Good.
All I want to know is that the next time something this big comes up, you'll come to your teammates and not someone else.
Okay. At least you didn't say something else.
Of course.
Yeah, Team Ruby is back together. I'm still not quite sure how I feel about you. Hey, wait a minute. Where's Penny?
You should know better than to go running around in a strange city.
I know, sir.
Oh, she's going to jail.
Your time will come.
Not jail, sorry, she's going home. Crew team. Message. Queen has pawns. Queen has pawns. Why is Austin spying on Ruby so much? Oh. I'll go back and check that part out later. So that's the end of volume 1. Serious narrative.
When you're waiting.
Any names I recognize over there?
For a
No, doesn't seem like it. I heard there's a scene at the end, so I'll stay till the end and watch it. That fight was awesome. So many cool stuff happened. Who was that guy? He fights way too good for someone who just ran away. And Blake obviously noticed that too. Gotcha. Steve Lucas. Fire also helped out. Read it. A lot of stuff there. Special things for a lot of people. It's not much time. Oh, I left it. It's okay. Lose their teeth. Okay. Now that does feel like a finale now. Hello? Torchwick?
How very disappointing, Ronan.
Whoa! Wasn't expecting to see you guys so soon.
We were expecting more from you.
Is that her?
Hey, you were the ones who suggested working with those stupid mutts from the White Fang.
And you will continue to do so. We have big
Within the White
plans for
Fang?
you, Roman.
Who
All
are those
we
two?
ask is a little cooperation.
Hold on. I don't know, just tear the part out. Okay, now, 1 second.
Hey, you were the ones who suggested working with those stupid mutts from the White Fang.
Okay. Well, that was a cool finale to the first volume of RWBY. So, Blake and the other faunus met up, and Blake told him the history of the White Fang, who they used to be before their previous leader stepped down and their new leader took over, and how the White Fang changed so much after that. So the White Fang actually did help out for good reasons, but then their methods changed after their previous leader stepped down, and it was actually working. Now people actually saw the faunus as equals, but only because of fear. Blake didn't like that anymore, and so she decided to leave. And when they were searching for Blake in the city, Penny came up behind them and told them Blake had cat ears. And they were like, wait, Blake doesn't have cat ears? And then realized, oh, the ball. And then Penny offered to help them search, but Ruby said she was fine and asked her friends to back her up. And they vanished too. So, anyway, Blake was not sure if White Fang was involved, so he and the monkey faunus went to investigate where she thought they'd be. And she saw some White Fang members actually were there, along with Torchwick, to collect all the dust. So Blake and the other guy fought them off, and the other guy had a cool looking weapon that could shoot also. Blake noticed that he fights so well for just some stowaway. My theory is that he's also a former member of the White Fang because he is fighting so well. He shouldn't be able to keep up with Torchwick like that. And then he finally met RWBY again, but then he blasted him out of the way immediately. And then Penny joined in the fight, and she has some daggers that are flying around, like so many of them, and that she can throw them anywhere. And she even used them to cut one of the airships in half. It was awesome. I'll definitely check that fight out again. That was a cool fight. So they managed to stop the dust shipment, but Torchwick managed to escape again. And Weiss and Blake made up. Weiss thought about it while they were searching for her and realized Blake is no longer a member of the White Fang, so now she accepts her again as part of Team RWBY. Team Ruby is together again. And Penny left and was told that it's not her time yet. Her time will come, but not yet. So we may see more of Penny later on, not yet. I want to know what's up with that Faunus kid that Blake helped out because he was fighting, like I said before, he was fighting so good for just a stowaway. There's definitely some more to him that we don't know. And then in the post-credit scene, we find out that that other woman from before suggested that Torchic work with the White Fang for the dust shipment. Maybe they wanted to pin it on them or something, but or who knows. So we still don't know exactly what they're planning to do with all the dust they've been collecting, but let's find out next time in Ruby Volume 2. My reaction to the finale of Ruby Volume 1 is now done.